Hello everyone and welcome to my morning report analysis videos with me, Richard, market analyst at Hantec, on Friday the 26th of April. Got a fairly neutral start, nothing too significant in terms of direction on these forex majors anyway. Certainly the euro, sterling and yen, a little bit mixed really, nothing significant in terms of direction. A little bit of rebound on the Aussie and the Kiwi, but to be honest, I think it's all coming ahead of this GDP number that we've got this afternoon. We had that strong move on the dollar this week, and it's just sort of paired a little bit, but I think there could be a bit of a move in the wake of that GDP print from Q1, and that comes in at 130. Now, interestingly, we've seen some moves in the Chinese yuan overnight. A little bit of strengthening of the yuan as the Chinese government suggested that they're not going to be pursuing a yuan depreciation. So subsequently, yuan has been a little bit stronger overnight. In terms of broad markets, though, you're looking at a little bit of a safe haven bias still. Look at that gold price, which is now back above 1280. That was a bit of a resistance coming in there. Didn't hold that move into the close yesterday, but it's back up again today. And that comes as we've got treasury yields, which are still falling away. Interestingly, this little safe haven bias that has been seen. You've seen the dollar yen also dropping back towards the mid 111s. In that move. So this is also coming as equities have just rolled over a touch. So interesting little bit of a safe haven bias that we're seeing through markets, but how the markets respond to GDP today for the States, I think, will be key. Now, looking at that GDP number, we can see advanced GDP Q1 at 2%. Now that is up from 2.2%, which was the final figure from Q4, which was revised lower from 2.6%. But 2% is the expectation from consensus. But if you look at GDP now from the Atlanta Fed, then they're expecting 2.7%. So yeah, this will be interesting to see how this one plays out. Could be a positive upside surprise, and we'll be looking for the dollar reaction in the wake of that. Now, my chart of the day is FTSE 100. As I said, equity markets showing signs of rolling over, and certainly looking at FTSE 100. We can see that playing out. We've seen two strong bear candles, and now again the market is 25 ticks lower at the open in early moves today. Look at these momentum indicators, RSI 50s, mid 50s. Now I think what you'd be looking at is using little corrections as a chance to buy still. In the last 2 months the RSI has continually corrected back as towards 50, 48, 49, 50 as these corrective moves have come in. You can see those corrective moves that one in February lasted a week and a half, but just about a week or so of correction through March, and we're now 3 days into a correction, and interestingly we could come back to this this breakout level, which is around 736, sort of 7360 area, as a basis of support, and that will give these indicators a chance to unwind. That would also be sort of within this uptrend channel as well that we've seen. Now what we have got is this sharp uptrend channel of the past 4 months. The support of that comes in around 7295 at the moment. But could we actually be in a shallower uptrend channel? That would be the risk of this correction. If that does go below that support at 7367, that reaction low, which is a pivot, if it does go below that, you could see a retreat back towards the latest breakout of the February highs, and that, as I said, comes in around that channel support of the last 2 months. So are we in that possibly in that shallower trend channel? That would be the condition that possibly would come through for the fact that we are seeing corrective signals coming through on these momentum indicators, crosses, bear crosses on the RSI, on the MACD and stochastics. So on the hourly chart you can see a little trend lower, and also more negative configuration on the hourly momentum indicators as well, suggesting little intraday rallies are increasingly seen as a chance to sell. We've got that coming through with the old support of last week coming in as a basis of resistance around 74.40 area today. So there's a nice sort of resistance band between 74.40, 74.50 area on the on FTSE 100 now. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you later.